the OnlyLeedsBros show.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Only Leeds Bros for the match build-up. Next up for Leeds United is an away trip down to Fratton Park to take on Portsmouth in a very, very important fixture. And let's hope Leeds United can get back to winning ways in this one. Upcoming in this show, then we're going to bring you the latest team news, latest injury concerns, opposition watch, then so we'll take a little bit of a look into Portsmouth and their recent form. We'll get myself and Dylan's predicted starting 11, and then we'll also then give our match predictions as well. So do feel free to play along and let us know your match predictions and your starting 11th in the comment box below. Before we get into the video, we'll check in on the brother.
Good morning. How's everyone? No, he wasn't. Yeah, all good, yeah. Rough out week and work, but sure, look, we keep going. Can't wait for Sunday, buzzing for it. Going into Dublin City to Camden to see the Mighty Whites smash Portsmouth. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Actually, I'm buzzing.
Yeah, wasn't looking forward to myself. Yeah, so just a reminder what Dylan said there, guys. There will be no watch along as usual this week. We are heading into the Camden in Dublin, so we're going to do a full day vlog. Some of you might have seen Connor from the One Leeds Fan channel is travelling over as well. So we will be meeting up with him, doing a bit of match stuff down with him. So it's going to be a really, really great day. So keep your eyes peeled out for that. We're really, really looking forward to this one as well. Before we get into the video, please don't forget to slap a like on the video and hit subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Dylan, we'll pass it over to you.
Yeah, so straight off the bat, I don't know if anyone watched it when the presser came out. There was no audio, so I had to stop what I was doing, go back to work, and come back later on in due course. So straight off the bat, guys, bit of good news on the front when it comes to injuries. Every player came out, with the knocks and bruises that they received. Okay, so that's good, in the recovery aspect. Patrick Bamford, guys, it was kind of came out the other side of it. That was the vibe I got from Daniel Farke after being 9 weeks out. So it's a bit of positivity and light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to good old Paddy Bamford, doesn't it, Darren?
Yeah.
So yeah, look, I'm actually delighted to hear that, to be fair, because I think I've been banging that drum an awful lot, Darren. Just want to see him do well. Finish off with his Leeds career in a glory way. Dinan Badu and Max Wober, progress has gone very well. Rehab's going well, and yeah, nothing really new there. Only the fact it'd be after the international break before, we could get a look at them possibly.
What you're feeling, Dylan, just sorry to cut across with the Ampadu thing, the vibe we kind of got from Farke today. At the start, it was obviously like, we're not going to go down the route of surgery. He's more so kind of saying now, let's kind of see how it goes. We've gone the conservative route and, the rehab kind of side of things. But the vibe I got from Farke today, it doesn't sound good. I don't know what it is, just the way it kind of came across. It didn't fill me with like he's hopeful that Ampadu's coming back, and I think just my opinion, and let us know again, the guys, you're in the comment box below what you think. But I don't think we're going to see Dan Ampadu back in the lead short the rest of the season, do you?
No, I actually thought about that myself, Darren, to be fair, the other day. And you know me, like it's like a bad dream for me when it comes to knee injuries. Myself suffering with them, having to give up football from it. It's not a nice thing, and it's all in the head as well. But yeah, I kind of got that vibe as well, to be fair, from Farke. So if it is possibly surgery needed, and if that's the route they're going to go down now, look, obviously, if it needs to be done, do it. But rehab-wise, I can't see him coming back until probably next season. Probably the last time we'll see Ethan Ampadu in a Leeds United Championship side. The next will be a Premier League. Please God, fingers crossed, toes crossed, the whole lot. So yeah, no, but he didn't really he just seemed a bit hesitant with answering the question, to be fair.
Yeah, he did. He did, in fairness. And then obviously a bit of good news then about Wober. Seems a little bit more hopeful about Max Wober. And look, we know he hasn't had a great season, but it's another body there just in case anything happens, Dylan, isn't it?
It's that drum that you've been banging though as well, though, there, because you've been saying that cover at centre back. So it's just that bit of reassurance as well from, look, whatever Wober's done in the past, but at the end of the day, once he puts on a Leeds United jersey, I'm all for him. And it's just that bit of cover as well, as you said. So yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so that's it from the latest team news and injury concerns. So not too bad, and yeah, better than what we expected. Thankfully, Manor Solomon is good as well, Dylan. So a bit of good news there. Let's move on then to opposition watch. Then we'll take a little bit of a look into Portsmouth, who had a bit of a rough start to the season, kind of dipping form. Looked like they were going to go straight back down, but the last couple of weeks they're kind of digging themselves out of the rut that they're in. Very, very narrow 2-1 loss to our rivals Sheffield United. Good 2-1 win against Cardiff, 2-0 win against Oxford. I actually think a very, very impressive 2-1 win against QPR as well. And then in the last outing, then a 1-0 loss to Luton Town. The last three head-to-heads goes back to October 2011, where Leeds United were victorious 1-0 winners. February 2012, a 0-0 draw down at Fratton Park. And then recently, we all remember this one at Ellen Road, the opening day of the season, a 3-3 draw. And probably, let's all be honest with ourselves, Leeds United really should have taken all 3 points that day, Dylan, in a very, very late chance. And Brendan Aronson could have righted all them wrongs and, wrote himself into the club. But really, we could have lost it, could have won it. We took the point and we moved on. So things have kind of moved on since then, Dylan.
Yeah.
What you kind of feeling then, Dylan, kind of going down to Fratton Park? We'll touch on it a little bit, because obviously there was a little bit of backlash after West Brom, and there was a couple of, moans and groans. We should have won the game. I was probably a little bit like that after the game myself. But looking back now, and a little bit of time, it was actually all right, because if we had won the game at Elm Road and say drew with Sheffield United or drew with Sunderland, it's kind of like as you were, kind of the points we expected to pick up, let's say. Mm-hmm. So it's not really all bad, isn't it? It just felt like a loss at the time, didn't it, after the game, because we're so used to winning football matches at Leeds United at the minute, aren't we?
I just think it's the preparation coming to each game that you kind of imagine that Leeds come out of the traps nice and early, as opposed to what we were doing earlier on in the season, where it was sluggish, slow football. And then look, I think as fans and the players themselves are loving the fact that Leeds United are banging in goals left, right and centre, as opposed, for example, 7-0 against Cardiff, which we were at, by the way. Best game I was ever at. Had a great time. Anyway, moving on though. It's going to get to the point now where, for me, when it comes to Leeds, the West Brom one, I'm still kind of hanging on to it. Under the circumstances of Sunderland and Sheffield United, we won back-to-back. And phenomenal ways, and this is something that I've been banging. Leeds always put it up to the big teams, but kind of just a little bit of pressure when it comes to the little teams. Not saying that West Brom are a little team by any means, I just mean lower in the league. And I just felt like maybe there was a possibility to create that gap. We did, with a 5-point gap. Now all of a sudden it's back down to 3. So I just think it's not majorly bad, because we did get a point out of it, but considering me just being a Leeds fan, I'm worrying about each individual match that we need to win. And for me, it was just a bit of a letdown as such. But now, come Sunday against Portsmouth, it's a must win. I'm not taking any of this. We take a draw. It's a must win.
That's it. It's 11 cup final as well. Then, and I fully expect us to bounce back. And when you look over our record through the season, when we kind of have slipped up, draws against Hull, we all remember that one. We notoriously bounce back and we go again, don't we? So I kind of take a little bit of comfort and confidence in that we will bounce back and we will do it. We will do it the weekend. Something new on the channel, lads, that we want to bring to us. So myself and Dylan are going to be doing a predicted 11 every single week. We'd like you to get involved in this and let you know what you think. So as you can see, they're very kind of similar. So the back lines for myself and Dylan picked themselves: Melier, Bogle, Road on strike, and Junior Firpo. So much the same. The only where we disagreed was in the middle of the park. Dylan went for Rotwell and I went for Ilya Gruev. Dylan, what you're thinking behind it with going with Joe Rotwell?
I just think a shake-up again. We've been using Gruev for away games, and I think we can all, I agree anyway, that Gruev is the man for the away games. Now, that being said, he hasn't been playing great, lads. Hasn't been playing great, where Rotwell has dropped a little bit in form, but for me, he's just that one that shoves a rocket up each individual Leeds United players. You know yourself. And it just does the job that needs to be done of dragging the team up the pitch. With set pieces alone, his quality. Don't get me wrong, Gruev can be good at set pieces. I just think Rotwell has that little bit more intensity and bite and that flair about him, as opposed to Gruev, who's very, at times, let's be honest, can be very defensively. And I just think proving a point in this league, not messing about, 1-1 draw against West Brom, we should be absolutely smashing Portsmouth.
Yeah, I agree. And look, the reason why I went with Gruev, Dylan, was more so not that I want to see it, but the more so this is what I think Daniel Farke will do. I think Gruev is going to come back in just because Tanaka and Rotwell weren't at their full best at Ellen Road against West Brom. So I think Farke might shake it up a little bit in there. And I think he'll bring Ilya Gruev back in there to partner out Tanaka. And I think then after that, Solomon Aronson, I do think there's probably a shout there. We've obviously spoke about it, maybe giving him a rest. I just don't see it happening. Then I don't see Farke messing with it at the minute. So I think it'll probably as you wire down up top. So your Solomon, Aronson, James, and then Joel Pirro then, of course, definitely starts up top. But the only one that we disagreed on then, Dylan, the Ramazani and Solomon one. What you think behind bringing Ramazani on? Is it just purely to get minutes back in his legs? or do you think, Solomon, it's time for a rest?
A bit of both, to be fair. I think Ramazani it's time now for him to start utilising the bench, as I keep saying. I've been banging that drum as well. Considering last season where the squad wasn't wholly rounded, relying on individuals. I've said this before, and I just think Ramazani would be that player. Sorry, to come on and make an impact as such.
Yeah.
Not that Solomon has dropped in any form whatsoever. I think Solomon's been nothing but phenomenal. Let's be honest. But I think it's also a well-earned rest needed for Solomon, if I'm being honest. Few knocks, bruises, etc. Just don't think we can afford for him to get injured at any time soon.
He's not bad even as well, then he's not a bad sub to come off the bench if Fark does decide to shake it up a little bit and go with Ramazani, or even could be Nanto. Then I think there's probably more of a show for Nanto. I know you went Ramazani, but probably more of a show for me for Nanto to come in if there is going to be a change in them wide areas. Definitely wouldn't be taking Dan James out. And again, massive congratulations to Daniel Fark winning manager of the month for February, and Dan James as well, which for me at the minute, Dan James is pound for pound probably the best player in the championship for me, Dylan, at the minute. Well on his way to be player of the season for Leeds United as well, and plaudits out to him. And then plaudits to Junior Fairbow as well, because he won the JD Sports Player of the Month as well. Did see it on Jer Lynch's The View channel, so big up Jer for giving us that information, buddy. Dylan, that's basically what I'm going with as well. It's going to be interesting to see if Fark does shake it up. It's a tough game. It's an early start down there as well. It's a long way down for them Leeds United fans travelling down there, so let's hope they can all have smiles on their faces coming back up after that. Next protocol, Dylan, is your match predictions. What are you thinking?
I'm going to go 3-0.
Jeez, you're confident.
Very confident. Yeah.
Who's your scorers?
I'm going to say Pirro, Strauch and Aronson.
Nice. I like it. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative than you. I think they'll probably get one. I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds. I think Dan James gets one because I think he'll get a good bit of confidence after getting that award. And I'd like to see Pirro get another one as well. I'd like to see Pirro definitely on his way to get that golden boot. So I'm probably going to say Pirro every single game until the end of the season now, because I just want to see him score goals and get the golden boot. So that's kind of where I'm at the minute, Dylan. So yeah, that's it. I'm confident. I'm confident we bounce back. We kind of have every time this season that we've kind of had a little dip, a loss, a win. Losses have been very rare. Loss or a draw, we've always kind of seemed to bounce back. So yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident we get the 3 points. By the time we play on Sunday, we could be second if results don't go our way with Sheffield United and Burnley. We could drop into second spot, but I think it's only a matter of time, Dylan. As I said, I'm not really too worried about top spot at the minute. It's them top two, Dylan, isn't it? It's make that secure, keep our head above water, is what we keep saying, and just nail down that promotion spot, isn't it?
It's just the kind of get it done as early as possible. Last season at Blackburn, I think that was the one that we all kind of held our heads in shame and worry. Panic, more or less. The panic button was well and truly smashed then. But just the boys need to keep taking over. But at the end of the day, lads, the outcome of this season, I think the boys and Daniel Fark and the board and the club itself have done phenomenal. So yeah, I'm not worried, to be fair. Like I'm not. I think we're going to do it.
Yeah, it's all gone in the right directions. Right, that's it for the match build-up, Dylan. Really good one. Enjoyed that one. Now it's over to you guys. Please let us know in the comment box below your predicted starting 11 and also your match predictions then for the game and your goal scorers as well. Really, really looking forward to this one. Again, reminder, there will be no watch along on OnlyLeedsBros this week as we are heading into the Camden, but we'll be back in normal then again for our game on Wednesday and Saturday and so on and so forth. So again, thanks very much. Before you leave the video, don't forget, slap a like on the video. Hit subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. That's it from OnlyLeedsBros. So mind yourselves and mind each other, and we'll chat to you all again soon.